Hey everybody, we are at the South 9th Street Italian Market in South Philly, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, very close to Pat's and Gino's. We're sort of in the Passyunk Bella Vista neighborhood. The place we're going to right now, Anastasi Seafood, is a standalone restaurant, but traditionally, dating back decades, was a fish market on the 9th Street curb market here in South Philly. Now that area began to be populated by Italian immigrants in the late 1800s, and 9th Street developed as a market to serve that community. We're heading to Anastasi, where Janet, fourth generation owner, and her mom, Mama Janet, or MJ as she's known, rule the seafood kingdom on their corner. They're very famous for their shellfish, their oysters, and their crabs. We're gonna go over there, check out what some people are saying is the best seafood in the entire city. So let's go. The restaurant wasn't always here, but in the beginning it was a fish market. Is that right?
It was. This location was a fish market and takeout. And after we were here for a couple years, we decided to do a restaurant.
Why seafood? Do you know why?
Well, I know that when my great-grandfather came here, when he was only 13, came by himself.
And where did he come from?
Sicily.
Okay.
And he moved in with his cousins, the Luccases, and they were fish people.
Okay.
And that's how it started.
Do you find that a lot of people from the neighborhood still are around and say hi? And that
yeah,
kind of
I know generations of people because I started as a kid. So I got to know them, and then I met their kids, and then their kids' kids. So I'm here over 40 years, so I know a lot of people. I grew up on 9th and Montrose, which is about 2 blocks from here. And when I was a kid, I would walk 2 blocks to school. And as I walked up 9th Street, I would see my grandparents, my great-grandparents, all my aunts and uncles. And that's how I grew up. My grandmother, she would call our homes to wake us up. She would make breakfast for us. And I remember getting up, seeing my grandmother and my grandfather every day, having coffee with them every morning, seeing them throughout the day, all my aunts and uncles. It was our own like little world, you know, just it was all my cousins. I have 41 first cousins. So just imagine that.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's so nice to think that you have such like a strong sense of community, like people that you grew up with
and I know what I'm doing every day.
Walk down the street.
I already know.
You're coming to work and you're
I already know. I already know the routine.
And you're dealing with the seafood. It's super neat. I love it. I love the story. It's so great.
There's not many with my son being here and my niece.
Here now too.
So that's the 5th
so
generation.
That's 5 generations now.
That's pretty big.
Unbelievable. That's really special.
I'm really pleased about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited about the food. I think I gotta get some of the crabs, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I recommend you getting them cleaned.
Okay, getting them clean.
And the work sauce is the sauce I like the best.
And then maybe a couple oysters, anything else? I mean, it all looks really good.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
All right, maybe I'll just have to get a little bit of a variety.
You just might.
We're here at Anastasi. Have you been here before?
I have been here many times. Love this place.
Can you tell me why?
Fresh seafood. You can get it any way you want it. If you want a dirty female lobster dry.
Excuse me.
Dirty, you can get it here.
You just said if you want a dirty female.
With everything like still intact, you can come here. The seafood is out of this world. Okay. And they all know you, and they all have like it's like coming back to family.
I and my cats are eager for a seafood feast. I'm gonna you recommended the Oysters Rockefeller.
Yeah.
So let's get that. Let's also get a few raw oysters. I think we're gonna do some blue crabs.
You want them cleaned or dirty?
Jana recommended getting them clean, so we'll do clean. Let's also do a little pasta situation. Can I just get linguine with mussels? Linguine mussels with the Cape Cods? You said the soup is good?
The shrimp and blue crab chowder. Yeah.
Let's get that.
Yay.
And I think that'll be fine.
Okay. All right,
Thanks so much. looks super delicious. This is an embarrassment of riches. But we're gonna start with the oysters. We'll go raw, then bottoms up. It's just like eating the ocean. You get all that feeling of childhood, swimming in the sea, get a big mouthful of salt water, but somehow it's good, like it's pleasant as it goes up your nose. You just get that huge saline rush. These were the delicious raw oysters. Now these are the cooked oysters. Oysters Rockefeller, they're baked and then they're broiled. In addition to the oyster, it looks like it's sort of cooked in a cream, like a cream garlic sauce, some cheese, and some spinach. Here we go. Good. Creamy, rich, very decadent. It definitely like completely masks the oyster, but it's hard to argue with butter, cheese, cream, spinach, breadcrumb action in anything. So of course, it tastes super good. It was named after the Rockefeller family, the richest family in the country at that time, because it was such a rich, absurdly luxurious way to eat oysters. But these are Oysters Rockefeller. Great, let's have some soup. Shrimp and blue crab chowder. It's gonna have shrimp, crab, and it's probably gonna have a bunch of different kind of vegetables in it, like carrots, like celery. I don't know because this is the first time I'm trying this. That's nice. I think there might be some chunks of potato in there as well. And then you've got that nice chowder flavor, kind of peppery black pepper, maybe even a little bit of nutmeg in that chowder. Tastes like maybe a bay leaf was thrown in for good measure. It's a very nice bowl of chowder. All right, shrimp and seafood chowder. Nice. Let's get serious though, shall we? Blue crab, this is what we were talking about. Okay. Crack this little sucker up and down. And then, I think we gotta go in. No. That is a nice little piece of crab right there. And I'm just gonna dip it in this sauce. Here we go. Oh yeah. Super good. Now, you do have to do a fair amount of work to get at it. Let's not kid ourselves. But I'm gonna say the reward is ample. Blue crab, light, sweet, flaky, super, super tasty. Our last contestant are the mussels. These are the Cape Cod mussels. That's nice. So you get that nice liquid in there too, so you drink that up. And that's nice, garlicky, brackish, delicious. And then this mussel. It's firmer than oyster. Not something you just sort of like drink down, but it's more meaty. Really get into it. I think pasta goes really well with fresh seafood. This is very simply prepared. Garlic, oil, butter, parsley. Super good. Closing thoughts. This 9th Street Market supposedly was started by a guy, in 1885, thereabouts, to cater to the increasing Italian immigrant population. And it just grew from there. People opening cheese shops, pasta shops, bakery, selling produce, and then it sort of just became this whole cottage industry to serve the expanding Italian American community in the area and in South Philly. Now transition to today, where you're as likely to hear Spanish spoken as you are Italian. I mean, there's carne asada and pad thai and anything you could imagine here on 9th Street. So it's nice that it's become so diverse, and yet there are these places like Anastasi that have been here forever. And people like Janet, 4th generation, and Janet's son Sal, 5th generation, places like this are still super important to the Italian American community, but that it's also grown to welcome in immigrants from other areas as well. And so that's really cool to see, and it's really fun to be here. It's a chill vibe, there's live music going on. People are just having a really great time on one of the most historic streets in South Philly, and I love it. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining on a Dime from Anastasi on 9th Street in South Philly, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. If you'd like to watch more, please click here.